This is where toughness is born. In raw steel and diesel dawns. Strength lifted by invisible force.
Precision is mapped onto brute form.
Where light carves through solid steel.
The skeleton finds its true shape in a cage of absolute certainty.
Locked in place, ready to be fused. The mechanical swarm descends. A dance of fire and steel, creating unbreakable bonds.
Judged in the heat of its own creation.
Released. A single, solid spine. Turned over to reveal its vulnerable side.
The organs of motion are given their armored home.
Complete. Ready to bear the weight of a continent.
Cleansed and etched to accept its protective skin.
Baked to perfection. A foundation for color.
Electrify immersion. Protection that clings to every molecule. Certified. A spine ready for its body.
Its journey converges with others. The marriage of frame and form awaits. The heart arrives, a masterpiece of controlled fury.
Its first movement is a diagnostic ballet, proving perfection before first fire.
The first breath. A promise of power, born in confinement. Mind and muscle join, sealed for a lifetime of seamless shifts. The foundation of the ride is anchored, a cradle of compliance and control. Where engineering performs its magic. Axles that think. Stopping power, installed with the reverence it commands. The marriage. Form embraces function. Sealed with golden bonds. A union meant to last ages. Installing the nervous system, the car awakens. Its lifeblood is electrons, stored in a vault of power. The vital fluids of longevity, administered without a drop wasted. The final contact with the road, mounted with singular purpose. It meets the ground. The moment it becomes an automobile. Ignition. The soul is lit.
Its first voluntary steps into a world of scrutiny.
Every horsepower is verified, every gear change scrutinized.
Baptized by a storm to ensure a sanctuary of silence within.
Only the most flawless skins are chosen for this inner sanctum.
Technology ensures not a square centimeter of perfection is wasted. The touch of the human hand, creating texture that machines cannot replicate. A cockpit of comfort built around the science of posture.
Functional jewelry, where utility meets artistry. A door is no longer a panel. It is an interface of luxury. The acoustics of the cabin are not left to chance. They are composed.
The point of all control receives its final, personal signature. The ceiling becomes a canopy of soft touch and darkness. Dust is the final enemy. It is banished here. Its dynamics are not assumed. They are proven on asphalt.
Judged under the harshest light to ensure it shines in any light.
The final warrant of quality. A human signature on a mountain of data.
Armored for its journey into the world, its beauty preserved beneath a temporary shell.
Its individuality is, for a moment, lost in a sea of its own kind, a testament to scale.
Its digital twin is born. A lifetime of service begins.
Its world shrinks to a dark, safe capsule. A cocoon for delivery. One leaves, but the line never stops. The pursuit of perfection is a cycle without end. One leaves, but the line never stops. The pursuit of perfection is a cycle without end.
The thread of innovation is woven, strand by impossibly strong strand. Impregnated with liquid strength, gaining its final form. Nature's artwork, sliced thinner than paper, ready for its automotive canvas. Even the eyes of the machine receive jewelry-grade finishing, where silence is engineered into the very rubber that meets the road. The brain cells of autonomy, born in a world cleaner than a hospital. The pulse of production arrives on schedule, to the minute.
A global nervous system ensures every component, from every continent, is flawless.
Its journey across oceans begins under a seal of digital trust.
When minutes count, the supply chain takes to the skies.
A symphony of retrieval, playing 24 hours a day. The final step of a 10,000-mile journey ends with a hand's reach.
Standards are enforced at the source. Perfection is not inspected in, it is built in.
The circle of efficiency. Waste is not just material, it is motion without purpose.
They rehearse disaster, so the music of production never skips a beat.
No component is too small to escape the cult of quality.
Its vision is tested in a man-made night to ensure it masters the real one. In the end, globalism is reduced to a single, perfect connection.
A factory has a heartbeat. It is data. It sees what human eyes cannot. Perfection is a mathematical certainty. It does not just repeat. It learns, adapts, and improves with every spark.
It listens to the whispers of wear, speaking of problems that have not yet happened. Where chaos reigns, the robot finds order and purpose.
A collective mind on wheels, an underground river of parts.
The car is built 1,000 times in silicon before metal ever meets.
Judging a finish deeper than the surface, where beauty is quantified. Not man versus machine, but man and machine in a delicate waltz. Its immortal sibling is born in the cloud, a guide for its entire life. It thinks 10,000 steps ahead, turning chaos into harmony.
There's a slight rattle when I accelerate. We'll pinpoint the cause.
A whisper from the road echoes back to the line, closing the loop of perfection.
Even its energy consumption is intelligent, sustainable, and silent.
In the dark, they see everything. Human light is a courtesy, not a necessity.
The final gatekeeper is an intelligence that has seen every mistake, and thus permits none. They talk to each other. A conversation of light and data before a conversation of force and glass.
In the end, it is the human who gives the machine its purpose and watches with pride as it executes.
The day's first energy is not taken, but harvested. No metal is wasted. It is merely reborn, again and again. Every drop is on a lifelong journey within these walls. When its automotive heart slows, it finds new purpose, powering the very place it was born.
Even the offcuts of luxury find a dignified end.
Waste is merely energy in the wrong place. Here, it is given direction. Its journey to the world begins with a reduced footprint.
Harnessing the ancient breath of the planet to build its future.
The past is unraveled and woven into a new beginning.
Luxury from the forest, with a promise returned to the soil.
Nothing is destined for the earth. The concept of trash is refined out of existence here.
Even its global voyage begins with a whisper, not a roar.
Their most important metric is not units per hour, but grams of carbon per dream.
The very bones of the machine are now forged without fire's ancient curse.
Industry does not displace nature here. It makes room for it and learns from it.
The packaging, too, has a lifetime of use. The commitment is not just corporate. It is personal, planted by the very hands that build.
This is not a factory of consumption. It is a cathedral of circularity, where every end is a conscious beginning.
It begins as an impulse, a line of intent in a silent, white room.
The digital dream is made tactile, where touch corrects what eyes alone cannot see.
Every curve, every intention is captured in a cloud of light and data.
It is tested by virtual storms, long before it knows the touch of real air.
The soul of the drive is engineered in a room that goes nowhere.
The future is conjured from liquid, one microscopic layer at a time.
The palette of luxury is vast, tactile, and waiting for its perfect combination.
Perfection is sought not at full scale, but in miniature, where mistakes are cheaper and lessons are profound.
In a room of absolute silence, they compose the voice of the future.
Its greatest strength is tested in a world of bits, its ability to sacrifice itself for the softness within.
The cockpit is not designed for an average human, but for every human who might command it.
They do not design shape. They design the play of light upon that shape.
The moment of truth. A vision is judged worthy of becoming metal.
The dream finds its voice. Rough, unrefined, but alive.
Its secrets are tested at the edge of the world, in a landscape of white and silence. Refined in the furnace of the desert, where every component is pushed to its thermal limit.
The journey from a line to an icon is complete. The blueprint for luxury is now set in clay.
The dream is packaged into a stream of ones and zeros and unleashed upon the world of making.
Here, the customer is not a buyer, but a co-creator.
Colors are not just chosen from a screen. They are summoned from an archive of exclusive histories.
A liter of paint mixed with the care of an apothecary for a single car.
Precision is measured not in millimeters, but in the patience of the hand.
A solitary artist, applying a color that may never be repeated.
A signature is not penned. It is embroidered into the very fabric of the journey.
He selects a material that witnessed the dawn of civilization for his dashboard.
You might get in a pharaoh.
A piece of the cosmos, or the ancient Earth, becomes part of the cockpit's landscape.
The roof of his car will forever hold the sky from the night he was born.
The acoustics are tuned not to a spec sheet, but to the music of his soul.
The final act of individuation, a metal testament to its singularity.
It is judged not as a car, but as a piece of commissioned art.
The moment of revelation, where imagination becomes a machine, waiting for her command. The key is no longer a tool. It is the first artifact of ownership.
Even the air he breathes within is a signature, designed to evoke his fondest memory of motion.
Its final journey is as exclusive as its creation, a solo passage to its owner's world.
The transaction is complete. The relationship just beginning.
It leaves the nest, a unique creature. But its DNA is forever remembered in the digital halls where it was dreamed.
It crosses the final threshold. No longer a product of the plant, but a commodity of the world.
Its identity is refined for the nation that awaits it.
Armored for a battle against the open sea and the chaos of ports.
Back left, watch your spacing. A three-dimensional puzzle of thousands of dreams, solved in real time.
Its world shifts from the forests of Bavaria to the canyons of the New World, carried on a slow, steel giant.
The floodgates open. A river of German engineering meets American asphalt.
The unveiling. The travel shell is shed, and the jewel is revealed in its final home. A baptism of verification. The factory's promise is validated one last time.
It takes its place as a sculpture of desire, awaiting its destined owner.
The moment of union, prepared by a global symphony of logistics.
And with a simple wave, you have full control of the navigation. Go ahead and try it.
Look at that, it actually worked.
The handover is not about papers, but about empowerment.
Yeah.
Born in Dingolfing, painted individual, shipped across the Atlantic.
The key is a symbol, but the story behind it is the true luxury.
The final, most important phase begins. The writing of its personal history, mile by mile.
And in a server hall in Germany, a digital star begins to pulse, connected to its physical twin across an ocean. Its relationship with the brand is lifelong, a dialogue of data ensuring its perpetual youth. The cycle completes and begins anew. For every car that finds a home, another begins its journey on the line. Its identity is refined for the nation that awaits it.
Armored for a battle against the open sea and the chaos of ports.
A three-dimensional puzzle of thousands of dreams, solved in real time.
Its world shifts from the forests of Bavaria to the canyons of the New World, carried on a slow, steel giant.
The floodgates open. A river of German engineering meets American asphalt.
With a stamp and a sticker, it is granted passage into a new economy.
Its journey continues not by road, but by rail, the arteries of a continent.
The unveiling. The travel shell is shed, and the jewel is revealed in its final home. A baptism of verification. The factory's promise is validated one last time.
It takes its place as a sculpture of desire, awaiting its destined owner.
Born in Dingolfing, painted individual, shipped across the Atlantic.
The key is a symbol, but the story behind it is the true luxury.
The final, most important phase begins. The writing of its personal history, mile by mile.
And in a server hall in Germany, a digital star begins to pulse, connected to its physical twin across an ocean.
Time passes. But true craftsmanship does not age. It matures. The promise does not end at the dealership. It follows you, attentively, for life.
All systems optimal.
Service comes to the masterpiece, not the other way around.
Its first life ends, but its second life begins with a new warranty and a new chapter of trust.
Legacy is not static. It is the happiness passed from one pair of hands to the next.
Even in demise, it gives life. Its components live on in other vehicles, a mechanical organ donor. The circle closes, from raw ore to a chariot and back to ore again, ready to be reborn.
The factory learns. It evolves. The soul of the machine is refined with each iteration.
Every car on the road is a teacher. Its experiences are lessons etched in data.
Why is it called Python Green, Dad?
Some become artifacts, testament to a moment when art, science, and desire fused into rolling metal.
And so it begins again. Not with a spark, but with a greener strength.